So studio light on, just on low. Shooting, no problem at all. Focusing. So let's stop it down to, let's get the focusing on different. There we go. F6.3. No trouble at all. F10. No trouble at all. Oh, onto auto. F22, shut right down as much as we can, and no trouble at all. That's the photo. There we go. So, open it back up a second. You can see nicely overexposed. What I'm going to do is, as you can see, it's just a pair of shoes, my hiking shoes. Now it's dark in here. Right, so let's go right to, so let's turn the ISO up a bit, so ISO 1000 or something. As you can see there, we can ISO 2500, that'll do. So there you can see yeah, it's still sharp. Right, start stopping it down. That was at f1.8 there. So f5.6. Trying to adjust the shutter speed just so we can see it. Exposure. So onto a 2-second exposure. And it hunts. Oh, we got it there. That's because I've got it continuous. There you go, no problem at all. There we go. Nice and sharp. Right, stop it down to F10. We can actually hear it's using its AF light to actually help it. But you can actually hear the aperture opening and closing on the lens. So if I go into menu quickly, I couldn't tell which one it's on without looking, but if we look for could be in focus settings, no, ignore that. There we go, AF illuminator, let's turn it off, then see what happens. So we've got no illumination at all, it's dark in here pretty much. There's a little bit of backlight behind me, but for all purposes, there you go, it's still focusing in complete and utter sort of darkness really. And let's stop it right down to F22. 13-second exposure. It still managed to focus in very low light, considering we're focusing on a dark object as well. There we go. Right, so that was the. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, still sharp. So let's crank it back open to f1.4 there. Sorry, f1.8. So you can see there, that's the GMaster. So as you can see here, right hand side top, you can see what f-stop I'm shooting at. This was with the studio light just on low, just lighting the area. As you can see, f1.8 that one, and then I just moved up the apertures eventually till I got till f22 on the Sony GMaster. Focused absolutely fine, and that's with a low amount of lighting there. No flash or anything, just literally one, I think, like 250 watt sort of modelling lamp. And then after this one, here it's slightly longer exposure, so you can just mess around with the exposures a little bit, but it's more to do with the autofocus. It just locked onto the shoes, no problem at all, and everything was sharp. It's not an issue. And then I turned the light out, and then obviously we had no lighting at all. It's very dark in here. A little bit of ambient light from behind me, just to give it a little bit of a chance. And it's still locked onto the shoes. This is f1.8. Next one's f10. Obviously slightly longer exposure. Still relatively sharp there. No issue whatsoever. And then the last one is at f22. I did then start messing around with these, turn the ISO up, but the detail loss was so much because I turned the lights out completely, so it was completely dark, and it's not something you'd ever do. So I think in the real world, it works really, really well, and in general usage, not a problem at all. It will focus in complete darkness with the autofocus lamp turned on. But the only thing you've got to worry about is the Sigma and the Sony 135 lenses, and something like the 105 Sigma as well, the f1.4. They're massive, so it basically almost blocks the AF lights, the tiny little AF lights that's in the body of the camera. So that way it becomes almost unusable. It was working here sometimes when I turned it out, the light out, and you could see it was half illuminating the subject due to the shape of the lens hood and everything. Anyway guys, I hope that helped someone out there. If it makes decisions, you just see how the actual lens is actually working, etc, etc. With the Sigma, very similar. It didn't do too bad actually. Hunted a little bit, but this is the Sony I'm looking at now, because this is my main 135 lens now. So anyway guys, please subscribe, please click the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.